Hello everybody, I am at Canobie Lake Park in New Hampshire today on August 19th, which I am noting because it is a Friday and I just want to let you all know that it's absolutely crazy in here. There's so many people, but we're still going to have a good time and we're here with a mission. Today I'm going to tell you what my top 10 favorite rides are here at Canobie Lake Park. So let's go do this. Alright, so clocking in at number 10 is, as you may all know, the pirate ship. And you know that there's nothing spectacular about it at this particular park, except it's very smooth and more thematic than other ones. But every single time at a carnival, you know how much I love going on that. This one's a lot of fun. So if you're here and there's a short line, just pop on. It's got that classic carnival ride. I just want to do a quick little shout out to the old Canobie Wooden Nickel Arcade. They have a lot of old games in here that I love to play, including the old skee ball. And then whenever I have a chance to just kind of stop by here and take a break, I love to play some old games and pretend that I'm 18 again. All right, clocking in at number 9 is the Ice Jet, which again is a flat ride that I love, and it's at carnivals usually. But since this one is stationary and here all year round, it is still pretty smooth and it's still a great ride. Okay, so I'm actually recording this part in post, but when I was there at Canobie Lake Park, it looked like they were renovating the carousel and getting it ready to open. But since I have been there, I've been told by friends over at Canobie that it is now open and that this antique carousel is ready to ride. So you can go and ride it now, since a lot of you were asking about it. So go do that. My number 8 is not a ride, it's actually a boat cruise. The Blue Heron boat cruise, to be precise. I was really hoping I would be able to get some footage of it while it's here, but I keep checking the dock and it's not been here, so there are people lining up to go on there, but I will splice in footage so you can see what it's like, because it is a very calm half-hour cruise around the lake, and I love it. The Screamfest hearse is here at Canobie Lake Park. They are getting ready to bring the terror and the screams, and I am so excited about it. Coming in at number 7 is the log flume, which you all know I love doing every single time I'm here. Obviously, there's a bigger splash ride here that we'll get to, but this is one of the best ones here. It's got 2 different drops and it has a nice little riverboat cruise that feels nice, like a little canoe. And on top of it, the ride attendants here are always the best. So I highly recommend checking this out because it's always a good time. Plus, remember when Katie freaked out on it? That was the best. Make sure to stop by the flume photo afterwards because you can get a pretty good picture on there. I've actually bought one. I can't believe it. Skater's back up and running. Look at that. Oh my God. I gotta tell Paul. Behind me is the Psychodrome, which is an indoor scrambler. It ranks in as number 6 for me. There's quite a few of these all over the world where you just go inside and they play some crazy music and have lights all over the place. It's a lot of fun though, and it's worth the wait. Right now, the wait line is at least like an hour to an hour and a half, so I wouldn't wait right now. But generally, yeah, it's worth checking out. Hey, just doing a quick shout out to the Ultimate Frisbee here. It's not on my top 10, but it's really good. Do not do this ride if you get motion sick. Ranking in at number 5 is the Turkish Twist. If you have not done this ride, you should do it because it is so cool. The velocity of this room spins so fast that you actually stick to the wall and they drop the floor out from underneath you and you aren't buckled into anything. It's very similar to like the Gravitron or the Starship, but without the sliding walls. This is by far one of the coolest rides here. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about the holidays here because I've had a lot of people ask me questions about this. As far as I know, and from what I've heard, there is no like holiday in the park here and they haven't done one. It'd be really cool if they did one, but they don't have one. So if you want to get your last seconds in here at Canobie Lake Park, come for the Halloween Screamfest. It's gonna be a scream. Yeah, I went there. Now I said we were gonna come back and see the best splash ride here. Ranking in number 4 is the Boston Tea Party. It is not quite Splash Mountain, but it's awesome. Okay, here it comes. I love that ride. It is so cool. I also wanted to do a shout out to the pinball section here, which I didn't film myself in front of there because they keep on playing all this copyright music and I don't want a copyright strike. So you can go and check it out. It's super retro. They have a good collection, especially when they have the machines working. But I love stopping by there. I always make sure to give myself a good half an hour in there, especially when it's super busy out, because it's got air conditioning and it's a lot of fun. Ranking in for number 3 is the Yankee Cannonball. It's the only wooden coaster left here. It's very fun. It's got a super long line though, because they can only load one train, which is why it takes so long for it to go. But if you can get on this ride, I definitely recommend it, especially if you're only coming here one time. But if you have a season pass, save it when the line is short. Also, this is not on my top 10, but I did want to point out the Sky Ride here, which is basically a little ski lift that starts over here, just past the fountain. It goes all the way over here and then turns around. It's great for some shots. It goes up over the Caterpillar, and it gives you a fantastic view of the lake. Ranking in at number 2 for me is the Untamed, and it's really only up that high because it is the only steel coaster here, or at least now it's the only steel coaster here, but it's a lot of fun. That first drop and that first dip is really, really great, going right into a loop. It's very short though, but the load time is also very short. It's a really fun ride. The theming is really great. I highly recommend this ride. So interestingly enough, Portofino is not actually open yet, but their patio is. So if you go on over here, you can get some pizza and beer. The actual restaurant remains closed. If you look in close enough, you can kind of see that the chairs are up on the table. So I don't know if that will open again, but for right now, you can enjoy this. And of course, my number 1 is the Mine of Lost Souls, which if you watch my videos, you know that my buddy Paul and I love going on this ride. It is the only dark ride here. There used to be more. It's very spooky dooky. It's not quite Disney Universal level dark ride, but it is so much fun. As a Halloween nut, I love this ride really more than anything, and I will marathon it at the end of the night, which is what I'm gonna do tonight too. So that wraps up my top 10 attractions here at Canobie Lake Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure to check me out on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to watch me play games on Twitch, pop in there. I always answer anybody who's in the chat. And if you want to leave me comments in this video and suggest other kinds of videos you want to see here at the parks, please let me know. And if you want to tip me or help me out, check out my Patreon, because anything you can contribute helps me continue making videos like this one. Remember everybody, every day is an adventure, and live your best life.